Some of the niches that I'm heavily invested into in crypto are gaming as well as RWA. This performs quite well over the last couple months. This one, not really. I feel like every single time I make a video on gaming, the market cap of all games go down by like multiple billions of dollars in the past month, from 25 down to 15. We've seen better days. But usually, when the price goes down, you buy it at the bottom, sell it at the top, and you're happy. So I wanted to talk about the coins that I personally hold for RWA, as well as the ones for gaming, and let you know, because when you know what I hold, then you can see how much money I lose on a daily basis when all these projects get down by 60% or more. We're gonna talk about RWA first, and then look into BC Game, and the video with gaming and all the coins. The notes that I currently run are listed down below, and then also the private communities I'm in, through which I found some of these coins, they're also linked down below. Starting with Mantra, my biggest hold. Got this since June of last year, and whenever I thought it already peaked, it goes up more and more. Mantra, for some reason, doesn't stop. And every now and then, there's another like 10, 20, 30% spike, despite the giant market cap of over 5 billion. As anything that is based on real world assets is focused on 2030, as people, BlackRock and the other rich people say, we're gonna tokenize a bunch of different things in real life, there needs to be a blockchain for that. Could it be Mantra? Maybe. Can also be any other chain, any other project. But based on follower count plus current market cap, the chance is fairly high that either Ondo or Mantra is going to do that, making us happy when the price rises. And because this one went up by quite a lot, now half my portfolio for real world assets is in Mantra. And the other 50% split between Chintai, which I made a full video on as well, and Clearpool. This I found because Miles Deutscher talked about this a couple times in his videos. Since then, has seen better days, but it's very likely going to go back to that and above. Considering that most of the tokens are already in circulating supply, they're also launching a blockchain for real world asset yield. And most importantly, at the current market cap, if this would go to the same as Mantra, this is a 25x in here, which I hope it does, because then I have more money. Then there's Chintai, similar idea. It's a compliance focused layer 1 blockchain for real world assets, powered by their checks token. And the goal is simply to be exposed to couple different projects. I probably go into more in the future that have to do with RWA, just in case any of them take off. And if any of them take off, then everything else in that category seems to also go up. Obviously, there are a lot more. At the moment, I don't hold Ondo or HBAR or Chainlink, but once you made all the money in Altseason, I'll probably deploy some capital in there in order to hold things long term. The only thing is that right now at like 8 to 9 billion a market cap, if it does a 2x and there's 8 billion that goes in there, I might as well hold this one instead, which with 8 billion does a 20x or a 40x. Because in all honesty, I don't really care about the projects. I care about how much money that can make, how high the likelihood is of that happening. It's all a game of chance, which lets me transition into more games of chance. Now, a couple days ago, we already made a full video on BC Game, and back then, played a little bit of Baccarat, lost, played some slots, ended up winning. And you can tell the number up there, it's different than it was before. Turns out I decided to play Baccarat 2 more times, and I won, and then I won. I wouldn't recommend it, but it's basically a coin flip, and if you win the coin flip, you're quite happy. Now, I didn't bet on the Super Bowl, but if I would have picked the Chiefs. And the Chiefs did not necessarily do what they're supposed to do, and they lost. So, yeah. In that case, happy that I didn't. For now, I would say, let's go back to what we played before. When it comes to the game, Wukong over here. I have enough USDT in my account in order to play anything. You can also deposit pretty much anything else on the entire site. When you click on deposit, you can use fiat, you can use crypto. And when it comes to crypto and or fiat, the selection of currencies is quite a lot. So when they say, and a couple more, the couple more are like hundreds. So let's say you believe in memes or a couple games and you got some extra Mudeng tokens, maybe some ton that has been lying around. You could use that. Or if you simply want to not play anything on the site, but instead have a token that is from the site, the BC token, that is available on here as well. Simply click on trade, select the amount. You can even go with something like $3 and then buy the token that way. One click, done. But now let's get back to playing, because I thought, just like in Call of Duty, people had road to X amount of kills, X amount of achievements. So we could make this road to 10k to see how lucky I am. Because so far, if we started at around 1k and we did a 4x already, could go well. Now, in short, for Wukong, there's slots over here. You select how much per spin, and then there are a couple different bonuses on which you can trigger a bonus game with a higher likelihood, a guarantee of this symbol showing up, which then means that Monkey Man on the left uses his staff and then kind of like slaps the entire board and you get a whole bunch of money. magic stones and even more magic stones. But you can tell if you spend $1 on spinning and this costs 250, it can be a strong hit or a strong miss. Now, when I played last time, I think we won 400 something. So it worked well, which means we click on that and then just hope it happens again, because there are 4 symbols per symbol. You get 3 free spins, which means 4 times 3 is 12. And then Monkey Man transforms into his ultimate form and you spin a bunch of times and then you get money. Now, as always, when it comes to anything, that is automated, for me it's difficult to commentate that because you can see the exact same thing that I see on screen. I'm also just waiting for the symbols to show me how much you win or lose. In this case, staff symbol shows up. So he's gonna activate that. And then I think the tiles flip over and they become money. And I like that part a lot because then you have more money. He absorbs all of that. So you get a solid $69. Not bad. And I think the green donut thing there doubles or triples things. Which in that case is pretty good. And then it replaces that with more thingies. And I think we're at the point where we made profit. This seems too easy. So far, 2 out of 2 spins where you spent $250. They turned out pretty well. Tell me, $350, not bad. Honestly, this feels like meme coin trading, because sometimes you hit. The only thing is after you hit, this can't go down. We get more symbols. Honestly, so far I like the game. This is obviously pure skill, and I have so much influence on what I'm doing, and it's not just pure randomness. That's 180, and then we get more. To be fair, if I would play by myself and I wouldn't record this, I would skip all the animations. I just want to know how much I won. That is also pretty good. So if we do math and we use our hands here, then we won. I mean, we is me, because you didn't do anything, but 467. For the fact that all I had to do is sit here for 3 minutes and see how much money you get for free. Not bad. Not bad. So technically, if you increase the bet and then it costs 500, then you can win even more. But I think we'll do this in the next video before I get ahead of myself and lose all of it, because I feel like I used my luck for today. I don't want to extend it too much. If you're an adult, which you should be responsible, keep in mind, just because I get lucky doesn't mean you get lucky, as there are winners and there are quitters. And if you give up too early, you can never win big. Keep the risk in mind, can be addictive. But so far this seems pretty easy. I'm starting to think this is skill, not luck. Link down below. Don't lose all your life savings. And we're back. Let's talk about games. For games, if there would be a marketplace that everybody in the future uses, let's say GTA 6 would run on crypto and then has their own marketplace, maybe they use something like Immutable X. This works. After you deposit money on there, there are no gas fees. Things trade nearly instantly, and that is pretty cool. The only downside is that since its launch, where we peaked at $8 in the last bull run, we're down by 90%. Kinda iffy. Will it go back up? Probably, once there are games that don't suck hot. The entire market cap of crypto gaming used to be, back then, at around 50 billion, which is still super low. Now sits at 15, and if we have another cycle, which probably happens eventually, which is what we bet on here, then this as the #1 gaming coin is probably going to do something. Plus, when big companies like Facebook change their name to Meta and buy Sandbox as well as Decentraland, they probably know something long term over the next 5 to 10 years that we don't. And some YouTube man once said, men who think in decades are dangerous. Because imagine your plan would be how to make money in the next week, and the other person thinks how to make money in 10 years. They just have to do one good thing with their amount of capital to outperform you easily, plus there's way less risk if you have a 10-year plan. Therefore, I don't hold this right now, but once I make gains in other gaming coins, it will flood in here and I just hold it long term. Next up, there's Beam, also down by quite a lot, but build on Beam is probably going to be one of the go-to things for this bull run when it comes to games. I heard about this first from Colin. So far, I think his entire portfolio, everything you mentioned, is down by like 60 to 80%, still a millionaire. But again, at certain levels, if you have millions to deploy, you simply wait for things to come down, and whenever there's a short spike, sell off a little, wait, buy back at lower prices. 100% undervalued at that market cap, easily a $5 billion coin and higher, but you know, takes some time. Same as Superverse. I like Superverse quite a lot. Glad that I didn't sell it when it was at $2 just 2 months ago. I like holding onto things that go down 60%. This with Elio Trades plus Alex Becker plus every single thing and gaming related project that is in Neo Tokyo probably means that they have a long-term vision where things are going to turn out well. What else do they have in there? Do they have Beam? They do. Superverse? They do. Gala Games? Yes. Star Atlas? Yes. They pretty much have everything gaming related in there, which makes me think over time it's probably going to go well. But then again, everything is pure speculation. Could also go to zero. You never know. RWA is an all-time favorite. Also glad I didn't sell it after it went up by a lot. But smart NFTs and anything that they're building right now is probably better than it was 4 years ago. And if you are a team that made a bunch of money 4 years ago, and now you had almost half a decade to develop something that is going to be used in crypto gaming, it will probably be worth more than it was back then. Therefore, again, long-term hold. Get it, be happy, and don't check the price too often. Lastly, 3 different coins that I currently hold: Maria, Cornucopias, as well as playable games. Thing is, I bought the notes for all of these. I have 4 Maria notes. I got, I think, 5 notes for Cornucopias, and I got 1 note for playable. Right now, this note makes, I think, like 60 to 80 cents a day. That was not worth it. You know, it went down by a little bit too much. If they have a game that, you know, turns out well, it redeems itself, but until then, the notes aren't worth it. Maria, same issue. If this would be at 400 mil market cap, a lot better. But right now, 4 notes that cost 6,400 a piece. They make about $1.60 a day per note. So I make like $6 to $7 a day, which isn't bad. But considering the price, it's pretty bad. For Cornucopias, that is also going down quite a lot. But the notes at least were pretty cheap with $300 a piece. They make about $1 a day, give or take. Might be also 20 cents a day because I have 5, I make $1. But even then, it's not that bad. Plus at such low market caps of less than 50 mil. If the gaming bull run starts, they're going to double or triple in value anyways because they're just in the right category. Maria has a couple games out right now and grants developers a bunch of different tools for it. And they also have a nearly instant marketplace for gaming-based transactions. Cornucopias builds a pretty big world. And playable games has a few games. One is called Nexus something that are actually fun to play. It's just that the fun isn't reflected in the market cap. So can't do much there. Being patient and waiting sucks because you can't do anything. And that's what you have to do. But I think this has a bright future ahead of itself. Links to everything down below. If you want to play some online games or have some bets, link to BC Games down below. If you want to see the communities I'm in or the notes that I run, link down below as well. And maybe try out Particle Network, as you can trade anything universally on one single account, which, you know, kinda cool. See you in the next video, and until then, take care.